Hey, welcome back to another video. I'm going to share with you some low calorie density, what I eat today kind of video again, but I got a request after my last live video where I talked a bit about gut health and about high fiber diets helping gut health, that I would show you guys how to do low calorie density, but also have more than 50 grams of fiber. The calculation of everything that I've planned on eating today brings me at about 62 grams of fiber, and honestly, it's not any different than what I eat normally. And if you're eating a whole food plant-based diet, you're gonna get tons of fiber in for sure. Eating between 50 and 55 grams of fiber a day is a great way to improve your gut health, but not only does it improve gut health, but eating a high fiber diet is wonderful for overall digestion. It's great for weight loss. It's great to help you stay full. It's great for heart health and cancer prevention. Meat and dairy have no fiber in them. Fiber is only found in plants, so fruits and vegetables, whole grains, beans, and legumes. It's gonna keep you regular, and like I said, it's gonna keep you full. So these are great for weight loss, great for so many things, right? And the full recipes for what I'm gonna share with you will be down in the description below. I'm gonna have my breakfast and I'm gonna have one large meal. And the rest of my meals are gonna be kind of snacks, because I know a lot of you guys eat that way and I've had questions from you about it. Do you have to eat 3 meals a day? Absolutely not. You have to eat what is going to give you enough calories and enough variety of whole foods and is going to fit into your schedule in your day, and that's the way to do it. I don't feel like there's any right or wrong as long as you can stick to it and you can make it work for you. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and if you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up because it really helps me know which direction to go when I'm planning out videos. So let's get into breakfast and I will show you my first high fiber yet low calorie density meal for the day. See me poppin', I'm a blossom. I don't need a bum to my. So I've been soaking these nuts overnight. I used to make homemade almond milk all the time, but then once I had 2 kids, it just kind of fell by the wayside. But it's really easy, and I wanted to show you guys because I'm gonna use almond milk in 2 of the recipes that I'm going to make today. So let's go ahead and blend this up. All right, so I'm adding 2 dates here to make it just a little bit sweet. I'm adding my cup of soaked and drained almonds. You see how nice and juicy they are. A little bit of vanilla, a little pinch of salt, and I'm adding 3 cups of filtered water. And I'm just gonna blend this up in my Vitamix. I don't even think this is even healthy. Everybody mad cause I'm getting selfish. Why you really mad? Cause I got the 2-seater. And it's me, myself, and I, and it's too many people down. I just saw the movie like it's belly ache. And now I'm just straining the pulp through a nut milk bag. You can always use cheesecloth, or if you had a really fine mesh strainer, that would probably work as well. And then instead of milking a cow, you're just milking your almonds. I'm a blossom. I don't need a bum to my Robin. I'm official on a diet. You get a vroom vroom in my Robin. Now this is not a necessary step, but I'm just rinsing my Vitamix out and I'm pouring the milk back in, and then I'm going to pour it easily into a jar. And go ahead and taste and see at this point. Maybe you don't want it quite as thick and you can add a touch more water. Moving on to this high fiber smoothie that I'm having for breakfast, I'm gonna add 2 cups of curly kale. Any kind of green will work. I'm adding a cup of that almond milk I just made, 2 cups of wild blueberries, and 2 really ripe bananas. I'm adding a tablespoon of chia seeds, a splash of vanilla extract, daily green boost, and about a 1/2 cup to a cup of water, depending on how thick you want to make your smoothie. I'm a blossom. I don't need a bum to my Robin. I'm official on a diet. You get a vroom vroom in my Rari. I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. It's official. I'm
I'm a problem. I done made it this far, I'm not sorry.
Here is the finished product. I get asked a lot if green smoothies, even though this is purple, it's still a green smoothie, are good for weight loss. And I would say that they are, because this is a great way to get in lots of greens if you don't like the taste of greens. And as you saw, I put about 2 cups of kale in here, and you can't really even taste it at all. And between the chia seeds and the homemade almond milk, this is really thick and creamy, and it tastes like a treat, but you're getting in lots of fiber and lots of really good fruits and vegetables that are going to help you stay energized and give you lots of nutrition. So I think this is a win. And of course you can make this with store-bought almond milk, but the homemade almond milk makes it really, really creamy and good. I'm soaking my red lentils for about a ½ hour in cold water, and while I do that, I'm just chopping up some garlic and some onion.
She's so bulletproof with those eyes. All my attention's on you. It's the little things. It's the little things. But I'm tired of acting like
I'm using these little red chili peppers to kind of give this a nice authentic taste. I'm heating up a large soup pot, and then I'm just allowing the peppers to kind of heat and pop before I put in the garlic and the onion. And I'm sauteing those with just a bit of water. I'm giving my lentils one more rinse, and then I'm adding those into the soup pot as well with some turmeric powder. And then I'm just gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna add 5 cups of water, I'm gonna bring it to a boil, and then I'm just gonna let it simmer on a medium simmer for about 40 to 45 minutes until most of the liquid is soaked up. In the meantime, I'm going to do a no oil temper. I'm going to add some more garlic, red chilies, a bit of cumin powder, and curry powder. I'll heat all that up for less than a minute and toss it back into the dal. It really provides a lot of flavor. And once you've added everything back into the pot with the dal in it, go ahead and season it with additional seasoning if you feel it's necessary, as well as you're gonna want some salt. I used about 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. And then I've garnished with fresh lime juice and cilantro. Okay, so let's do a little taste test here. That's really, really good. I think you guys are gonna really like this. So I'm gonna have a full cup of lentils, a full cup of brown rice. I'm gonna have about 4 to 5 cups of mixed greens. I'm gonna put a handful of cherry tomatoes, ½ a cup of the red cabbage, and as much cilantro as I want. I'm gonna put lime juice all over that and just mix it up. Now, if you wanted, you could put an oil-free dressing, but I kind of just really love the simplicity of having the dal and the raw veggies together. For me, that tastes really good. And so I think that you guys will really enjoy this as well. Okay, bon appetit. All right, so I'm ready to eat again. This time I'm gonna do a savory snack. So I always find myself, if I'm snacking throughout the day, I want something sweet and I want something savory. So when it comes to a savory, I think like the easiest high fiber way that you can possibly get in a snack is through whole bean organic edamame. You wanna make sure your edamame is organic because soy is a GMO crop. And really all I'm gonna be doing here is steaming some edamame, and the work of taking the actual edamame out of the pods, having a little bit of salt. I find that this snack really satisfies me. It's high fiber, it's high protein, and I think it's a great way to really keep it whole food plant-based and have something satisfying that's going to keep you full for quite a long time. So let's make some edamame. sauce, I'm using 8 pitted dates, 1/3 cup to 1/2 cup of the homemade almond milk, a pinch of salt, and a splash of vanilla. And then I'm just blending this until it becomes slightly smooth. It's gonna have some texture to it still, and that's kind of what I prefer. But you can always blend it to a very smooth consistency if you like. Then I'm just slicing up some apples to have with this. The date sauce keeps in the fridge in a glass container with a lid for quite a few days, so you could have this over a couple of days. Let's try this out. Really sweet and delicious. I chose apples because they're super high fiber fruits. Same with blueberries, same with bananas, so you recognize the theme in this day. But this almost reminds me of like a caramel apple a little bit. And making a date sauce with that homemade almond milk just levels up the creaminess of it. It's a really filling snack. I'm having 2 full apples and I'm having about half of the sauce I made, so maybe that's like 3 or 4 dates. Really, really good. Great way to attack a sweet craving and keep it fully whole food plant-based. All right, there you have it, my full day of eating. Now what I wanna do before I leave you guys is actually break down the grams of fiber so you can see how easy this can easily happen. Total, I had about 62 grams of fiber, so let's break it down. For breakfast, I had the 2 bananas, 2 cups of wild blueberries, 2 cups of kale, a little bit of vanilla, a tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 cup of almond milk, and I added some water in there. For lunch, I had the dal. So I had the 1 cup of lentils, 1 cup of brown rice, 4 cups of mixed greens, about a handful of tomatoes, 1/2 cup of red cabbage, and cilantro and lime, as much as I wanted. For my snack, I had edamame. That is a huge fiber hit right there alone. And then for my later snack, I had 2 apples with the date sauce that I showed you guys how to make. I stuck to really simple ingredients and I'm feeling really full. Even though I really only had a smoothie and a main meal, having those little snacks here and there with those, because there was so much fiber in this day, I was on track with my carbs and fats and proteins, and I was on track with calories that work for me. Okay, so I hope you guys found this video helpful, a little bit of inspiration to see that it's not difficult to get in lots of fiber every single day. I was just eating whole grains and some lentils and some fruits and vegetables, and I did it. I managed to get in lots of greens as well, and an adequate amount of fat that's going to help me continue to lose weight. I feel good, I feel satisfied, and I know that you guys will too. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up because it really helps out my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, the recipes are down in the description below. Go make this Indian Dal because I know that you guys are really gonna love it. I feel like it's out of this world, next level, but really easy to make as well. Enjoy, and don't forget to tune in next week when I'm gonna be talking some more about gut health and things that you wanna get into your daily diet to make sure that you are functioning at your optimal level. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.